Hey internet friends, today we're going to celebrate 100 subs. Woo! You guys have finally hit over 100 subs on my channel, and I'm going to celebrate with some party nachos because I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Please, please, please keep on watching because it's going to just make everything so much more fun for everybody. Thank you guys so much for 100 subs. Now let's get right to the party nachos. Screenshot the shot just like every other video and let's get started. Now the first thing that you're going to want to do is take your tortillas and cut them into chip shapes. You can cut these in any shape that you like, but I'm going with triangles. Next you want to fill your frying vessel with your oil. I'm going with canola oil. You can go with peanut oil, but canola oil works really well. And you want to fill it about a third of the way up, like so, and you want to bring the heat up to it to about 350 degrees. But that's going to take a minute, so while that's doing that, let's start cutting up our vegetables. First you want to start with your jalapenos. I'm leaving the seeds in because it'll give the nachos an extra kick. And you want to go ahead and make sure that you don't wash your hands after cutting these because, you know, you don't want to burn yourself. Then we want to go ahead and cut up the tomatoes and finally chop up your cilantro. And yes, Uncle Mike, this fresh cilantro is just for you. Now at this point, your pan should be 350 degrees and we can start putting the chips in. So you want to get yourself a baking sheet rimmed with a wire rack, and you want to make sure you have your tongs and all your things ready, and you can start laying the chips in. They only need to be in there for about a minute, minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, depending on how brown you want them. And you don't want to overcrowd your pan. And about halfway through, you want to flip them. I have the time elapse going really quick so that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. But they don't need to be in there for that long. After about 2 minutes, you can go ahead and pull them out. Just make sure that they're all looking all golden brown and delicious. They will brown over time. So go ahead and start scooping them out. And you'll have these crispy, delicious chips in just a few minutes. Now, as soon as you pull them out of the oil, you want to salt them as well. Salting is very important. Then go ahead and lather, rinse, and repeat for all your chips. There's no such thing as too many chips. Doesn't take that long. You can do like a whole big giant bag of them if you like. These are such a great snack. They're super delicious. They're super crispy and amazing. Lather, rinse, and repeat. Keep making chips. Now we come to the cheese sauce. You're going to take your butter, throw it into a medium hot pan, and you're going to add your flour, and you're going to make a roux. First you're going to spring that flour all around, and then you want to go ahead and add your flour in, and then you want to mix. And while constantly stirring, you want to add your milk very slowly. I have this time lapse, so it's not very slow. And keep on mixing, and then keep on mixing, and don't stop mixing until you're ready to add the cheese while the milk comes up to the right temperature. Once your milk is up to temperature, about boiling point, you can start adding the cheese. You want to start adding it very slowly and never stop mixing. Don't stop mixing because that is how you get clumpy cheese sauce. Don't stop mixing. After you add 2.5 bags of cheese, you can go ahead and keep on mixing. Make sure you mix it all together and let it just keep on going. Keep on going. Don't stop mixing because you don't want clumpy cheese sauce. Keep on mixing. Once everything's mixed together perfectly, you can go ahead and try to coat the back of a spoon. As long as it coats perfectly, just like that, then you can go ahead and put it on a stove on a simmer so we can go to the next step. Now we're going to do the ground beef. Bring a cast iron skillet on medium-high heat. Make sure it's smoking. Throw your ground beef on there. Add all your seasonings, your garlic, your cumin, all that stuff. And then go ahead and let it cook through. Just like you would do for any other ground beef. We've done it a billion times. You guys know how to do this. Super easy. Add all your seasonings. Let it brown. Move it around. Do that thing. Once it's cooked all the way through, go ahead and strain it. I don't have a metal strainer, so I went ahead and used my spoon and just kind of got as much grease as I can and put it in a separate bowl so that we can start building the nachos. Now we get to assemble the nachos. Start with a layer of chips, throw some of your ground beef on, some of your extra queso cheese, then your hot queso cheese, and then do another layer of chips, just like that. Then go ahead and add another layer of beef, because it's, or more chips, then the layer of beef. Yeah, there you go, just kind of dump that all. You know, there's no such thing as too much ground beef. And then add some more of your queso cheese, and then your hot queso cheese. Just slather it all over. There's no such thing as too much cheese. This is nacho. You know, add more queso cheese, then more hot queso cheese. Now we'll add our vegetables. You go ahead and put a bunch of cilantro on there. There's some tomato on there for color, or, you know, flavor, and some more cilantro. Line your peppers up in a weird pattern like I'm doing. I'm making a football shape for some ungodly reason, but let's, you know, you do you, boo-boo, however you want. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some sour cream and dollop each in a corner just for aesthetics and because sour cream is delicious. And these bad mamma jammas are way too big to eat all by myself, so I'm going to go ahead and share them. But first, follow me on Instagram for more beautiful pictures like this. Now let's get ready to eat.
Thanks.
Cheers. That is such a satisfying crunch.
Yeah. Homemade chips are really good.
Oh, it's so good.
Ooh. Leaving the seeds in the jalapeno was a nice touch for the spice lover in me. Really hot.
The cheese sauce is really creamy, but not like overpowering like it is at like some restaurants. There's those jalapeno seeds.
Yeah, they're really hot, but they're good. You can taste everything. Like you said, the cheese isn't so overpowering. So you can taste like how nicely seasoned the beef is. You can taste the cilantro, the tomatoes, the jalapenos for sure. It's a nice touch. These are really good. The chips are nicely seasoned too. When I ate the chip by itself, as I was cooking them, I was worried like, oh, you're a mess.
And like, it's really hard to mess up nachos, but it's really easy to also, like, I feel like it shouldn't be that hard to screw up nachos. But I've had some pretty bad nachos, but they're still good because they're nachos. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The homemade chips make it though. Like I said, they're thick and sturdy.
Yeah, I can't imagine using the store-bought chips. It would be so bad.
Oh no.
Combat the heat. You want to use your favorite mug? Does that count as checking something in the video?
It's milk.
No one needs to know. Gee, wasn't that delicious? Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I'm sure some of the videos will be around here somewhere. And don't forget to hit that bell button. Cheers.